If you're having trouble with mathematics, numbers getting problematic, don't you panic. Check MathWiz, the best math tutor on the planet. From fraction to algebra, simple maths, add up some trigonometry into that. Learning math is fun with MathWiz, and that's a fact. We're rooting for you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to MathWiz Academy. If it is your first time here, I do hope that today's video will be useful. If you are a return watcher, welcome back. Happy to have you here. Hope you've been telling your friends about it as well. So we're still working with adding and subtracting our positive and negative numbers. And so today we're going to continue with part 3 of this section of the lesson. So we have, let us say, we have minus 6 plus 3. And of course, if you watch the first 2 parts, then this you should have already gotten the hang of what those 2 steps are. So using the 2-step process, the first thing we want to do is to go ahead and subtract. So you would say the difference between 6 and 3 is going to be 3. And then you want to go ahead and look at the numbers. And it's going to take the sign of whichever number is bigger. Now 6 is bigger than 3. So it's going to take the sign of the 6. Now, just so that you can get more comfortable with, the idea of what is happening, usually I tell students it's as if we have 6 negative people in the room and we have only 3 positive people in the room. And to figure out the overall answer, we play this game of crossing out. And clearly you can see that what would be left over would be these 3 negative people. So let us say you have minus 8 plus 4. So similarly, we have a mixture of negative and positive. So you want to go ahead and subtract. So we have 4. Then you want to look at the numbers. And it is going to take the sign of the bigger one. The 8 is bigger. And so the overall sign will be negative. So we want to go ahead. We have 8 negative people in the room, and we have 4 positive people in the room. And so in playing the cancel out game, we see that we have the 4 negative people left over. All right, so you can go ahead and try one for yourself. So you can go ahead, what if you had minus 10 plus 5? What would your answer be? So go ahead, pause the video, try it on your own, and then you can press play for the solution. So in working this question, the first thing we want to do is to subtract. So we have 10 minus 5, which would give us 5. We then want to look at the 2 numbers, and clearly 10 is the bigger number. And so if we have 10 negative people in the room and only 5 positive people, the negative people outweigh the positive people. Of course, if you're doing it though using the game until you are comfortable, yes, you have the 5 positive people and then the 10 negative ones, and so we would cancel out. And so what would be left over would be your 5 negative persons. Okay, so I do want to go ahead and do another set of examples. And so in keeping with the same procedure, if you still have a mixture of positive and negative, you want to go ahead and subtract. And so 9 minus 5 would give us 4. You then want to look at the 2 numbers, and whichever is bigger, in this case the 9 is bigger. So your overall sign is going to be positive. So we have 5 negative people, 9 positive people. In this case, the positive people are outweighing the negative. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 9 positive people and the 5 negative ones. So in playing the game, what is left over would be these 4 positive persons. Okay, I'm going to go ahead with one more example, then I'll give you one to try, and then that will be it for adding and subtracting our positive and negative numbers. Okay, so for our next example, let's say you have -4 plus 6. We have a mixture of positive and negative. So we want to go ahead and subtract. Then you want to look at the numbers, and whichever one is bigger. In this case, the 6 is bigger, and so the overall sign is going to take that of the 6, which is positive. Or you can look at it as you have 4 negative people in the room, 6 positive people. Clearly the positive people outweigh the negative. So we go ahead, we would have 6 positive people in the room and the 4 negative ones. And so in playing or crossing out game, you would see that what you have left over are the 2 positive people. So to finish this video, I want you to go ahead and try to work out for yourself if you have, what would your answer be? So go ahead, pause the video, work it out, and then you can press play for the solution. Okay, so we have -2 plus 9. We have a mixture of positive and negative, so we want to go ahead and subtract the 9 and the 2. Then we want to go ahead and look at the signs of the numbers remaining. Clearly the 9 is bigger, and so it is going to take the sign of the 9. Or you have 2 negative people, 9 positive people. Clearly the positive people outweigh the negative persons. So we have 9 positive people in the room with the 2 negative. And so in playing our game, what is left over are these 7 positive people. All right, guys, I do hope this video was useful. So this is the final part in terms of adding and subtracting. So in the next video, we're going to move to multiplying and dividing our positive and negative numbers. Just continue to share with your friends. Be sure that everyone is working together and that we're getting the word out. As usual, I am rooting for you, and I will see you in the next video.